Hello, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk. This is the first video in a mini-series, my Horus Heresy video log. So essentially, I've picked up 3 boxes of the Horus Heresy Betrayal at Calth for myself. I've also picked up loads of other boxes to go on Bitsbox. You may have already seen the Tactical Squad and Terminator Squad already up for bits. A lot of units have been sold as complete units as well. It's been fantastic sales-wise for us. So I'll be certainly hoping to pick up more of these boxes soon. Right now I'm a little bit sick of the sight of them. So I've just had so many and I've just been frantically cutting up sprues over the last few days. But it's such a major release, highly anticipated. I'm very excited. So after 2 or 3 days of doing nothing but cutting stuff off sprues, I've finally managed to open my own box, or one of my own boxes, to start work on. So I already have an Imperial Fist Legion. It's not a massive army by any stretch, but I'm hoping to expand on it. In these boxes you get Mark IV Tactical Marines, and I just have no Mark IV at all in my Imperial Fists. So that gives me an opportunity to start a new Legion. And in fact I'm going to start 2, because what I want to have, I want to be able to play this game as it is. I know it's probably not as popular as just playing regular 412 rules, but I want to try it out anyway. I have absolutely no idea what the game's like. I haven't even read the rulebook, and I haven't even watched any videos on how to play it, but I will be doing that over the next few days to get to become familiar with the game a little bit. So what I've decided to do is build and paint one box for one Legion, build and paint another box for another Legion, and then from the third box, the Terminators and Dreadnought and Captain will go to my Imperial Fists, and then the rest of the Tactical Marines will be going to the 2 Legions made up from these boxes. So, my choices of Legions, and they have changed so much over the last couple of weeks, but I've finally decided. So the first Legion was quite an easy one for me to pick, and that is the Emperor's Children. I don't have any armies what are predominantly purple, so that's part of my choice, but also that I do want a Chaos Legion, and I just really like the Emperor's Children. I think some of the models are beautiful, so I really like them, and I like their fluff as well. So yeah, they are my choice, the Emperor's Children. And I'll show you, I do have a couple of models painted for them already, which I'll show you in the second part of this video. So the second Legion I decided to choose. I was on an errand. I almost went with Ultramarines, but in the end I've settled on Raven Guard. So with Raven Guard, I know a lot of people picture them as having Mark 6 armour, and that does really suit them very well. But I'm sort of going for the survivors of Istvan 5. If you've read Deliverance Lost, excuse me, then you'll know at sort of towards the end of that, that's when Mark 6 armour is introduced. And they do sort of question, well, what happened to Mark 5? And essentially Mark 5 is sort of classed in that book as the Mark 4 armour, but they've scavenged a lot of armour from their fallen brothers and enemies, to sort of patch their damaged armour together, and that's sort of the look I want to go for with my Raven Guard. And I have painted up the test miniature, which I'll show you in the second half of this video. So yeah, I quite like the idea of them just having patched up armour from different marks. I've got a load of spare resin parts from my Imperial Fists, so I can use them as well and just mix and match a few bits together. I'm hoping if I do them battle damaged enough, then the battle damage can sort of bring the colours together and make them more faded, so I don't want bright pieces of pristine armour next to this worn black armour. It's all going to be like quite dirty, and that's, I'm hoping that what I've got pictured in my head will work and they'll look quite nice. And for the Emperor's Children, I'm going to go completely the other way, and they're just going to have nice metallic purple armour, looks pristine, and it's just going to be really, really nice. So yeah, really excited. I've basically decided to do this video log, sort of keep myself motivated. I have so many models to build and paint now, I just need the motivation now. because we want to do some Horus Heresy videos. As I said, the Imperial Fist video is the only one we've done so far, but it is our most viewed video on the whole channel, so it's definitely popular, and of course hot right now. So yeah, I want to get as many built and painted as I can, so we start doing some games. We're going to do some games of this, and we're also going to do some actual 30k games. You'll probably be seeing them towards the end of the year now. If you've been wondering why there hasn't been many 40k bat reps lately, mainly because the room that we game in is being renovated at the moment, and that's going to look really cool when it's done. The new floor's going in next week, so in about 8 days time. And after that we can start putting stuff back in. There's still going to be stuff to do before it's finished, but once the floor's in we can basically start gaming again, so really excited for that. So in a few weeks time you'll start seeing some more games here, and we're still going to film games down Wildstorm as well. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. So, just as the phone goes, this is the end of the first part of the video, and I'll show you the models right now. Okay, so welcome to part 2 of this video. These are the first few tactical marines that I've started building, and one who's almost finished, sort of like a test for the colour scheme. So if you can, I don't know how well I can see him on the camera, I'll hold him up closer to the light. Now he uses a couple of parts from Mark III armour. So they're painted up as like Iron Warriors. So you've got the chevrons there, and the Mark III part of the leg. I do apologise if the lighting's a bit poor. So as you can see, there's battle armour. You can see it better on the shoulder. Battle armour. There's battle damage on the armour. So that's essentially been achieved by first spraying them all silver, if you can see, and then I use a chipping fluid on them before spraying them black, and then literally you just put water on the models and you can start scraping away at the top layer of paint, and that leaves you nice silver underneath. You can see it more on my Imperial Fist models. I do have one I'm working on here, and these are the same thing with like a reddy brown, and you can see where that's been just scraped away. So I'm quite happy with how this miniature's turned out. He's not finished yet. I'm still got these highlights on his base and that, but I'm hoping the battle damage will bring all the colours sort of together a little bit more. So I'll just go through the tactical squad, and you can see like this guy for example, just have a Mark II part on his leg. That guy's got a different backpack. I've used a World Eater's head on this guy and damaged it to make it look like it's a damaged piece. There's a guy here who's he's got like a Mark III arm, so it's quite reflective from the light. But I'm trying to keep the different armour pieces very subtle. I don't want them to be a complete mismatch of colour. Don't want them to look like rainbow marines at all or nothing like that. So it's just the odd pieces here and there, you know, different backpacks. And this guy's got a different bolt gun and shoulder pad. So I have 3 at the front here who have just been sprayed with Raven Black from Minotaur. So it's not an all the way black. It's very dark grey, and then I've just given them a slight non-oil wash just to give very subtle sort of shadows on them. It's very hard to see with this camera. Once the games room's all back up and running, I'll have my light box set up again so I can take some better photos, and I'll probably put them on the blog or insert them into this video series. So that's what I've got for a Raven Guard so far. For my Emperor's Children, I haven't started any from Betrayal of Calth, but I do have Idol on here, and he's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do Emperor's Children, because I think he's just such a lovely model. So I don't know how easy it is to see on the camera, but I've gone with like a metallic purple. It's essentially just lead belcher with 2 to 3 layers of Druchii Violet. And then for the highlights I just mix in a little bit of metal medium with my highlight colour, which is actually a Warlord Purple, just over there. And I've got another guy I'm working on here as well. So lots to do for them, but I quite enjoy painting the purple that way. It's quite easy, so I can hopefully churn them out quite quick. These Raven Guard may take a little bit longer because of all the chipping and slightly different colours, but I'm not going to like paint them to my highest standard just because there's so many of them. But that's essentially all I've got so far. I'm going to spend a lot of time building a lot of models over the next few days, so maybe I'll do another video once I've got a lot of stuff built. I have a rough idea how I want to equip the Terminators and Dreadnoughts, and they're going to be very different for each 3 legions. So before I go, I just wanted to show you my Fire Raptor for my Imperial Fists. He's almost finished. I've had him for ages, and he's been sitting on a shelf for a while. But he's quite a good example of using the chip and fluid. There's quite a lot of battle damage on the paintwork. I've literally just got to paint the base and the pilot. Most of the Fire Raptor itself is complete. I just wanted to show that off very quickly at the end of this video. And I'll be sure to show off some more of my Imperial Fists once the game's runs up and running. Pretty much all of my miniatures are packed away until we're finished the renovations. So all that's left to say is, if you're enjoying our videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.